afternoon, it's Tracy Allen here from Stamp and Scrap UK. I hope you're having a lovely day. I'm going to thank you for popping in, and today we are, I should move that. Today we are going to be making non-traditional Christmas cards. So these are the samples that I put on my post the other day. And I've also done some other colourways to show you. Oh, hang on, I'll tell you what the colourway for this one is. So, I have used mint macaron, melon mambo and pumpkin pie for these. And then we have Highland heather, coastal cabana and mint macaron. And then I have also done a more traditional colourway, which is real red and garden green and a real red background. So these are the colourways. These are just card fronts that I've done just to show you the colourways. So we will be making a spring up card. Now it's hard to see the card from here. Just need to move my screen so I can see the comments. I'm getting this sorted now. I can actually see. Okay, I just need to. Ah, no. Hang on. Right. So I can now see my screen. So, it comes in the envelope flat and then pops up. It's called a spring card. So we'll be making those. We'll be making one of, well, it depends what you want to do. If you want to, you can do 4 of these, in which case you'll need 4 sheets of 12 by 12. Or you can do 1 of these and 3 of these. So, we're going to start. You're going to need 1 sheet of 12 by 12 for every one of these that you want, and you're going to cut that to 8 by 8. Hang on, let me move that out of the way. 8 by 8. We're using In the Pines and Snowflake Wishes. And if you have the In the Pines bundle, you can actually add a 3D element with the Christmas tree popped up. But I won't be doing that today. I'm just pointing out you can do it. So you need 12 by 12 cut down to 8 by 8. You'll have left this piece and this piece. You need to cut them both to 8 by 8 and then score them at 4 to get to 2 card blanks. I'm actually, for this demonstration, going to be making different colours, so I'm not going to be cutting those down. Right, so you'll take your 8 by 8 piece of cardstock. I'm going to make some room. Okay. And you're going to score it. So I'm going to make a little bit more room. So you're going to score this at 4. Ooh, yeah. Excuse my dirty trim, I need to clean it. 4 by 4. And then you're going to score it once. I have made one of these before. Move that out of the way. You will also need a piece of grid paper. And score that down the middle, and then you're just going to turn to the one that's got the score on it, and you're going to trim off one flap and do the same again. if you can't see your score, oops, very well, just give it a little fold. You can do that because I couldn't see the score very well. There we go. So we're going to trim that off. So you line up the two scores on your trimmer, and then you just trim that off, and then you fold it like that, and then you just push that in like so, and push that one in like so, and you have your basis for your spring card. There we go. So I'm going to put that away. You can use your bone folder to reinforce those creases, which is one thing I didn't get out. Yeah, there it is. So I'm just going to reinforce those scores. It'll help it fold as well. These ones aren't so easy to reinforce. One. That one. There we go. So they're all reinforced. So you're going to need a stamp apparatus. You'll need a piece of Whisper White cardstock cut to 7 by 7, which I did cut a piece of. Now, of course, I can't find it. Let me check my measurements. No, 7.5 by 7.5. Sorry. So I'm going to cut a piece of Whisper White to 7.5 by 7.5. Line up. 1. 2. It's time to clean my trimmer off. I mark up my trimmer with measurements that I use a lot, but every so often I have to clean it off because it gets all gunk all over it. And we're going to score this across the middle at 3.5. I'm going to turn it again and score at 3.5. Okay. I've not done that right. Oh, measure once, cut twice. No, measure twice, cut once. 7.5. What am I like? And score at 3 3/4. I should have checked my notes. Right, so 7.5. I'll move this out of the way. Just while we've got this here, you can cut this down to 3.5. 3.5 by 3.5. Nope. What am I on? 3 3/4. You need 3 3/4. 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. What am I on today? Nothing, obviously. 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. There we go. So these are the 2 pieces you will need for the extra card blanks. Okay, so you should have 2 3 3/4 and a piece that is, so 2 3 3/4 and a piece that is 7.5 by 7.5, and you're going to score that at 3 3/4. Okay, I'm going to have a look to see if there's any comments. Hang on. Oh, I've got no comments so far. I certainly haven't got any I can see. can I not see comments? Nope. Nope, still can't see comments. Don't know if there's... Yeah, there are people watching, but I can't see the comments. I've had to, just to see the video, I've had to do it so it's not on my own profile on my laptop. And I thought I'd be able to see comments, but I can't. Okay. So I'm apologising for not being able to see comments or comment to you. Right, you're also going to need to have your stamparatus. I mean, you don't have to, you can actually do this without stamparatus. You're going to cut a piece of, I've got a piece of scrap paper just to keep this clean. You're going to cut a piece of grid paper to 7 1/2, and you're going to line it up with the 2 centre points. And then you're going to take your piece of cardstock, and that isn't the right size. I was right the first time. What am I doing? Everything's going on today. I made them 1/4 inch too big. So, if you've done what I've done, we're going to take 1/4 inch off both sides, and we should be right. Sorry about this. We've got filming right. Still can't see comments, however. And then I go and mess up the measurements. Well, we all do it. Anyone who does card making who hasn't made a mistake isn't trying. That's all I can say. Right. So, it should now be... Let's just measure it. And I'm going to check this. It is 7 by 7. I was right when I first said 7 by 7. Don't know why. Just going to measure that against that just to check. Yeah. So this piece is 7 by 7, and it's scored at 3.5. Yeah, scored at 3.5. Okay, so you're going to put your... Got my scrap paper. Ah, that's why I haven't got my magnet. And you're going to put that in place, like so. And I'm going to, like normally what I would do is do one colourway. But I'm decided just to make things more difficult for myself that I'm going to do it in the 3 colourways. And I've buried my... Ah, there we are. I'm really sorry I can't see comments. I really thought I'd be able to see comments as they come up, but they're not. So, right, so I'm going to need that. And we're going to start with the one, the Melon, Mambo and pumpkin pie. So you position your stamp so it goes there. Okay, and we're going to clean that off. Now normally I would just go round doing the same colour. I've decided that I'm going to do different colours. So, and I'm only doing 3 of the 4, whereas you do 4 of the 4. So, there we go. 2. Excuse my coughing. No, don't need green. I need, what colour was it? Highland Heather was the other one, wasn't it? Yeah. So, I'm going to move that round. I've now got a dirty fingerprint, but that's fine because I'm putting trees there, so it's fine. Right, so I'm just going to put the Highland Heather onto this one. Right, so that's that. And we'll keep on, we'll stay on the Highland Heather for now. So you won't need this plate. So I'm just going to take that off. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to turn your stamp apparatus at a diagonal. And you're going to take this stamp from the in the pine set, and we are going to do, we'll start with Highland Heather. So I'm just going to ink it up with Highland Heather. Now, if I was doing it a different way, no, actually, I will.
Lady D would like to talk.
Not now, Alexa, stop. So I'll actually do what I normally do. So we start with this stamp normally, and we're going to put it there. Oops. There. And there. Oops. Now, if I'd have got my magnet, it would be brilliant, but I haven't. Buried it somewhere. Okay. 2, 3. And we're going to do this on all of them. So you'll rotate it round. Won't do that one because I've already done it. I'm only doing the 3 colourways because once you know what you're doing. So we're going to make sure that's pushed in the corner, make sure that's down properly, and we're going to put that in the centre, that there, that there, that there. And it doesn't have to be the same. I'm going to find this one. That in place, make sure it's pushed up into the corner. It'd be a lot easier if I got my magnet. Okay, so thank you for watching. As I have said, I can't actually see comments still. I can at least see my own video to know that it's actually playing the right way around, which is better than it was. Right, so there you go. So you do those first if you're doing all the same colour. But I mean, actually you can do them all the same time if you're not doing all the same colour. Right, okay. So because I've started on this one, we'll start on pink. So I need to clean that. And we're going to start with, well, you can start with pumpkin pie, or you can start with melon mambo. If you want to make your cards look slightly different, you can alternate. So we're going to line that up. And again, it doesn't matter if it's not completely aligned. And move that to one side. Use my pumpkin pie. It's annoying that I can't see your comments. Hope you're enjoying it. I'll have to find another way of doing this now, so I can see comments as well. Right, so that's the one done. I'm going to flip that round, put that back in place. I'm going to shut those and put them to one side because we finished those colours, and then I'm going to get my Highland Heather. If you haven't got a stamp apparatus, you can actually do this with and just do it individually. And that's the real red. Okay, that's the real red one. So we'll move that out of the way and we'll do the real red one. So I'm going to do the real red. Okay, line that up. Or not. There we go. So that's the real red. And then we're going to use garden green. Okay. So I'm just going to line that on. 2, 3. Right, we're going to clean that. Going to rotate once more. Find the corner. Because this is not weighed down, it's not quite. We'll move that out of the way. Shut them. Now we'll go back to using the Highland Heather. I think this time I'm going to do the Highland Heather not as the main. So I'll just do those two first. Clean it off. And get Coastal Cabana. I'll do Coastal Cabana as the main colour on this one. I keep hitting the cable. I hope it's not making it too uncomfortable to watch. 1, 2, 2. Okay. So we're going to close that up. Clean that off, put it to one side, and then we are going to take, I need the stamp set to show you what we're going to take. There we go. So we're going to take this little snowflake stamp. Now you can do this not on the Stamparatus, so it's a lot easier on the Stamparatus. And we're going to take mint macaron, and we are going to put the mint macaron into the little gap between the trees. I'm going to try and do, let's do it that way. And let me see if I can do it. Oh, I've gone over that. Ooh, that was close. And there. That'll do. And you're going to go around all the cards, all of the examples, and you're going to fit these in where you can. So there. I'll try putting that way. There. I don't know why I say and there and there. It's annoying. It's annoying me. I don't know if it's annoying you. And I can't hear your comments, so I wouldn't know. So, there we go. Put that back in place. So, put that there. I'm doing it again. Got no control. It's a bit tight in there, so I think I'm going to try and so I'm just going to clean this little snowflake off because I want one snowflake. So I'll quickly move this so you can see. I'm just going to tap this gently onto the corner of the stamp block. And put that there. Okay, that'll do. Right. So, as I said, I'm only doing 3 colourways just to show you what you can do. I'm going to leave this one, and I'm going to do this as I would. I'll cut these up and then I'll show you what I do for the leftover stamps. So you line it up at 3.5 and trim. Line it up at 3.5 and trim. Line it up at 3.5 and trim. So there's your 3 card fronts. Now I'm going to quickly do the card front for the square ones. You can do the same and use the stamp apparatus and do all 4 at once. Okay. So this time, oops, you get your card front. I'll clean that off. I hope I have. Okay. And this would be held down. I'm just going to line it up there, like so. Okay. And I'm going to position this where I want it, which will be there. And you're basically going to do exactly the same thing again. Okay, so you line it up with that, and I'll do which colourway. I'd normally ask you, but I don't know what you want. Oh, I haven't done the. I'll do the plain without the. Haven't done that one. So for this one, you just need the colouring entry. Make sure it's clean, and I think I'm going to do it in the, what card blanks have I cut out? I have some somewhere. I'm going to do it in the Highland Heather, and I'll fold this in a sec. No, I just messed that up. Okay, we'll turn that away because I've left a little bit of a mark down there. And again, I'm going to do the mint macaron. Now I better make sure that's clean. Going to make sure that's clean. Right, okay. Mint macaron. So I'm going to put that in the middle. And at the sides. And the Highland Heather. You should actually have it going up a little bit at the sides, which I didn't do, but it's fine. I do, but it's fine. It is what it is. We're going to put that there, that there. Okay, oops. And then we're just going to put that there. I'm going to shut this all down, and then I'm going to get the mint macaron little snowflakes again and repeat the snowflake. Don't need to keep it in the stamp apparatus for this because we're not actually protecting anything really. 1, 2. Let's turn it round. 3. I'm going to save that and do the individual thing. So I'm just going to clean off my stamp. I wish I could see your comments. I hope you're enjoying this. Right, that's that. So I'm just going to put that aside. Right, we're going to make up the spring card and the square cards. So you'll, for each 12 by 12, you'll have we'll cut this too. I know it is 4, so score at 4. No, that's not the better piece. Should have an 8 by 8 piece of this, which I can't find. I've lost my 8 by 8 piece of Highland heather. Okay. Huh. No, can't find my 8 by 8 piece of Highland heather. Sorry, my 4 by 4. So what I'm going to do, no, that's not big enough. I was going to put it on black. Everything looks good on black. No, I used pink, didn't I? I meant to do the pop-up card in something other than pink. Just let me see what I've got here. I'll do the garden green one. I'm just going to cut myself a piece that is 4 by 8. Score at 4. Score at 4. Okay. Oops, knocked it again. So I didn't do the square on that. Oh well. Actually, it still works on that. I think I'll stick it to that. So I'm just going to use my adhesive. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it looks surprisingly nice on garden green. I wouldn't have thought it would, but it does. So, to make sure that's level. There we go. So, I've put that on vertical, or you can do it that way, horizontal. I'm going to get my spring card. Do the same. So I'm just going to put adhesive on. And then we're just going to put that in the centre of that. Okay. Not in the centre. You've got a little bit of wiggle time. Okay. Nope. Making a right hash today. Nope, still not right. What is going on? Right. So, additions that you can make to this, as I said earlier, you can add 3D trees to this before you stick it down and just trim them. And if you really want, you can add all the 3D trees. And the other thing is one of my favourites, and I know I've just got them out, so they must be here somewhere. Oh, snowflakes. Where's my snowflakes? There. So I'm just going to pick up a few of these lovely, lovely, lovely snowflakes. And I'm going to add them into my snowflakes. Oh, there we go. Actually, go really well. Just going to nudge that way a little bit. Don't have to add many because we've stamped all those snowflakes. I'm just going to add a couple just to give it a little bit of sparkle. I love these self-adhesive snowflakes, they're so nice. I didn't list it in the things that I was using. So if you want those, they're on the website under self-adhesive snowflakes. Right, so you'll have, for every 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, you'll have one of those and 2 of these. I hope you enjoyed that, with all the mistakes that I made. And oh, how long have we? It doesn't tell me how long it's been on. I'm going to quickly show you how to do this. So I have a piece of, no I don't. I cut everything and now I've buried everything. Ah, no, there it is, I've already cut it. So we have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is 4.5 inches square. And the card, here's the pieces that, the card is 4 3/4 square, which means it's a 9.5 inch strip by 4 3/4 and scored at 4 3/4 and folded. And the Whisper White is 4.5 inches. So let me check that. Yeah, 4.5 inches. Okay. Now I don't actually know if you can do this on the Stamparatus. I think I might give it a go. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Move that out of the way. Just clean this corner. Okay. Now, I have this on my, I've marked this onto my trimmer. Why is it not working? There we go. So we will find the stamp set. The tree. So I'm going to put it where I want it, which will be there. Where's my card? I need to see how high up it went. There it is. No, it's not. Don't know where my card is. I'm going to put it a little bit up, I think. Okay. So make sure it's lined up with your crosses. I just have no idea how to do this even easier. If I could find a round magnet. I thought I had one in my drawer. Definitely have some magnets in my drawer. I thought I had a round one. Sorry, excuse this for a second. No, it isn't. I've got some... Ouch. That's dangerous. Ooh. Okay. It's sorting out. Keep an eye on it. Right. So what I'm going to do is line it up just to make this easier. I've got a smaller magnet than the Stampin' Up one for this. And I'm just going to line that up in the middle. It's not probably as strong as the Stampin' Up ones, right? I think this will make it slightly easier. So I'm going to ink this up and stamp. And I'm going to do all of these. It does make it slightly easier to make sure it's lined up, and hopefully this way we can get a more so I'm going to turn it again. I want to do these diagonally first, so make sure it's lined up. Yep. I really wish I could see comments. Need to move that up a little bit. Okay. And we're going to rotate again. Make sure it's lined up on all. If you make sure all the corners lined up, then you know it's right. So I'm going to ink that up again and stamp. Okay. And now we're going to turn it again, and we're going to do centre ones. It needs to be a little bit higher up. I'm going to turn that. All corners lined up. Just nudge that out of the way a little bit. And we can do the same again. Make sure all the corners are lined up. Needs to go up a little bit. Okay, lined up. Lined up. Ooh, no. There we go, lined up, lined up. A really strong round magnet, I think, would work wonders. But I can't find my really strong round. This is what happens, you see, when I'm doing demonstrations. I have ideas of how to make things easier. Right. And then I have to try them out so I don't forget them. Right. That one. And now we're going to move the stamp. Make sure you've cleaned it properly. It did need to be a tiny bit higher up. So we're going to position this. I want it a little bit higher than those, I think. Stuck to them. Position that. Let's just peel that back a bit, put it in position. Okay. Lift it. Just make sure this is in position. And we're going to rotate again. And I definitely would have liked it a little bit higher. I think this might look a little bit messy. So we're going to, and then we're going to fill them in. We can take it out of the Stamparatus for filling in. Right, and then we're just going to clean it off and move it once more. I did this card because I thought when I did the four together, it looked a bit like you were lying on the grass looking at the stars through the trees, which I thought was really nice. And then I thought I'd try it out. So as long as you line up the corners with those diagonal lines, I'll show you how I did the diagonal lines. Okay. A lot easier if you had no, I forgot what I was going to say. And the final one. So we're just going to move. Yeah, it's a little bit messy. It needs to be a little bit higher up the card, I think. Right. And the final one. Right, we're going to move this out now. Just going to clean this mess up. Put that to one side. Oh, I wish I could see comments. It's annoying. I don't know who's watching because I can't see names or comments or... Let's see if I can click that. Will that give me comments? No, lets me comment. I can't see comments. That is so annoying. Right, so basically you're going to decide which colourway you want, and I think I'm going to go with Highland Heather and Mint Macaron just because I've got one in the other colourway. Clean that off with that. Nope. Clean that off with that. So we'll go Coastal Cabana and Highland Heather. So you're going to go round, put it on a piece of scrap paper. Okay, put it on a piece of scrap paper. They keep it a lot cleaner. Pull the drawer out, and I can't get my drawer shut, so I'm a bit far back from there. We go. Okay. So we're just going to line this up, and we're going to go round. And it doesn't really matter if it's not perfect. As you can see, because I'm rushing, it definitely isn't. You can take your time with this and get it perfect if you want. Well, I don't like that bit. So you're going to stamp every other one in Coastal Cabana. It does look slightly less messier once you've done it. I've done all the Coastal Cabana ones. Clean that. And now I am going to do the Highland Heather. I've got to do is find the Highland Heather. I'm really sorry about the comments. I will sort out how to see my comments and the video. Okay. So now you're going to do exactly the same and colour in and stamp over. Make sure it's synced up. There we go. It is quite easy to line up. If you take a little bit of time, which I'm not doing. And really not happy about that one. That's the one that I'm really not happy about. Right, so that's that. Oh no, I want that. So this time I'm going to use Thank You Snow Much. Thank You Snow Much. Going to do it in Highland Heather. So I'm going to have that there so it's straight. Let's see what I'm doing. And we're just going to stamp Thank You Snow Much in the middle. And we'll go back to the mint macaron snowflakes. Oops. Mint macaron snowflakes. Have I put them away? Nope. There they are. So we're going to get those and we're just going to go around there. And that's that. Actually, I think it was probably the right height. There's not that much room in there. And then we're just going to mount that onto our black cardstock. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, or whoever. That's how you do these. This one's much more in depth. Not in depth, much more time consuming than the other ones, but I do like it a lot. So that's today done. I'm just going to leave these here just for a second. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will hopefully be doing another video in the next couple of days. I'm not quite sure what about. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to showing you some more cards soon. If you do want anything, my website is www.stampandscrap.uk, and if you look on the description for the video, there is a link to the stamp sets, and don't forget that the stunning adhesive snowflakes, which I will hold up to see if you can see them, you can just search for those. Okay, thank you very much, and bye for now.